and I was knocking out about four or five cars daily with my brother, and we were making like 1,000, 1,200 a day. Yeah.
All right, Jerry. Hey, so this is your fleet account?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
How many times do you service them?
Maybe like at least once a week.
Once a week? How many cars a week?
I usually just clean like the dirtiest ones, so maybe about like 5 to 6, and if not, I'll do like 2, and then I'll wash like the rest of like the employees. So the employees usually give me like around like 3 or 4 cars.
And today we got 4 so far.
Yeah, it's 4.
Based on your experience, how dirty is it? Is it gonna be a lot of work?
No, usually I'm just doing like a basic vacuum and wipe down, and on average they take me about like 30 minutes.
All right, Jerry, so people want to know the secret to getting such a good client. What is it, man? How'd you get this customer?
So I actually went to high school with the guy that's in charge of maintaining these vehicles. We were really good friends, you know, in high school. We didn't like hang out outside of school, but we've always kind of kept in touch, and he knew that I was detailing and they needed a guy. And in the beginning, he kept on asking me to come through, and I was just really busy, and I'm like, bro, I can't. And he even told me, he's like, bro, I got to the point where I was kind of like, I'm just not gonna hit you up anymore. But one day it just worked out to where I was available. I came through, and he was telling me, he's like, bro, I've got all these cars. That's when I kind of realized, like, all right, well, like I'm down to give this guy / like this account priority kind of thing. So whenever I have like an available day, I'll check in with him first, and I'll tell him like, hey, you know, I have this day open, do you want it? Like 90% of the time he says yes. So I've had this account for a little over a year already, and it helps out a lot, because if I don't have anything, I'll come here.
You did mention this was a special needs school.
Yes.
When you first got the location, first saw the cars, how were they, man? Did they already have somebody, or they were trash?
I think they had somebody, but I think he only wanted to get paid cash, and he kept on telling him like, no, we need an invoice, you know, like I guess they needed proof, you know, for the business end. And the guy was just kind of like, nah, I just want to do cash. So he contacted me, and I have an invoice app. So that's when I was like, oh yeah, bro, I got you. I could do an invoice. So we've been doing invoice ever since. I use my my Square Reader to take the payments, and they've already got a card on file. I already tell them, you know, hey, I'm gonna charge this much. So my Square Reader sends him an email with the receipt, and then my invoice also, they've got all that. So it helps out. It helps out because when you're able to provide an invoice like that, it looks professional. I've had several accounts to where they tell me like, oh, you provide invoices? Nice, because the last guy we had, he didn't, and we had to let him go.
Just because of that?
Yeah. Yeah, so it helps out.
And the first couple of cars, were you prepared?
Oh, for this account?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I was prepared. I didn't know what to expect, but once like I got here, I was like, okay, yeah, some of them need help. So just like any other account, just like when you're first working on a client, they want to hurry up and get on like a maintenance plan. Not these people particularly, but you know, you have people that want to go straight into a maintenance plan. It's like, no, this car is dirty. Let me do what I need to do first, and then we could start maintaining it. And that's what we did with these. A lot of these cars, I did like a full like interior detail, shampoo, steam cleaning, all of that. So last year, I think it was like a week of June. I don't think they were in school at the time. I think I was here about 4 or 5 days, the whole, you know, work week, and I was knocking out about 4 or 5 cars daily with my brother, and we were making like 1,000, 1,200 a day. Yeah.
All right, Jerry. So now let's talk about price. Do you give them a discount? Is it regular price? I see you also do personal cars of the employees. How does that work?
So these maintenance vehicles, since I'm doing a maintenance like interior, I'm just doing like a basic vacuum wipe down. I charge anywhere from like $60 to $80. And like I mentioned earlier, it only takes me about 30 minutes to do them. Sometimes 45 minutes, but it's not too bad. And then yeah, usually my buddy tells me like, oh hey, you know, I have some employees that want like the signature wash, which is like an inside and out wash, and I charge $90 for sedans. But these people, I had them already for like a year, so I just charge them 60. And I'm usually doing about, you know, anywhere from like 3 or 4 vehicles. And if I'm not making enough money there, I'll knock out some cars here. So either way, coming over here is a money day. So I appreciate that to my buddy, Ramon.
So Jerry, how many fleet accounts do you have? Is it just this one?
So I have this one. I think this is the main one I have right now. I did have like that one with the union and everything, with the all the construction machines, but they don't need me right now, because what they do is they sell all the vehicles once they finish a job, because they're like a multi-billion-dollar company. So once they start a new job, they buy all brand new vehicles, and they like work those vehicles down to like the 5-6 year projects, and then they do it all over again. So when they call me, it's to like clean everything before they sell them.
Got it.
Yeah. I have a buddy, his dad owns a trucking company, and he wants me to detail them, but he wants me to be there like clockwork, you know, certain days, and it's just kind of hard for me because I don't have like guys like that.
What's one piece of advice you would give a new detailer who's never done fleet? Would it be negotiate, have your prices, write out what they're gonna get in detail?
Yeah, so one thing for sure is make sure they understand like the results that you're gonna provide. Try to explain that not everything's gonna come out brand new, because sometimes I've had a few clients to where, let's just say the interior, they neglected it for 5, even 10 years straight, and then sometimes they're like, oh yeah, you know, I want it to look brand new or whatever. She's like, well, you know, the pigments and the stains and whatever the stain was, it's not gonna be, it's been in there for 10 years. It's part of the car practically. Obviously I wanna try to make it as brand new as possible, so I try my best, but that's just not always the case. And then you have some clients to where they understand, like, I know it's not gonna look brand new, just do your best. So that would be one for sure. Just explain, you know, these are the results that I can provide for you guys. Also, don't sell yourself cheap, because it is a lot of work, it gets tiring, and just make sure you're getting your money's worth and they're getting their money's worth also.
Yo, Jerry.
Yes, sir.
This location right here, you talked about communication, tell them what they're gonna get.
Yeah.
What were they looking for, and what did you tell them you were gonna give them?
So in the beginning, when I first started, I was giving them like full, like deep interior cleanings, you know, shampoo, conditioning, all the door panels, everything. After a while, it turned into just maintaining them. And still, to me, the maintenance is like, you know, using the Tornador, the air tool, blowing out the crevices, giving it a good vacuum, getting still kind of deep into the wipe downs. And they're just telling me, like, honestly, we just need like a quick vacuum, quick wipe down. So it was kind of a little rough for me, because I want to make sure like I'm making it look good and presentable, but their main goal was just get it better with the look than what it was, and they don't want the kids riding in a dirty vehicle. So I mean, it is cleaner than what it was for sure. All right guys, so that's some information on my fleet accounts. Do you guys have fleet accounts? If you do, let me know. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay blessed.